Okay, here we go. Today is Monday, December 20th, and so happy to see you here. I'm so happy to practice. This is Christmas week, and I think we all need some time to just come back to a state of balance. As things are chaotic around us, we're going to come this way and go into a state of balance for the next hour, and hopefully this helps us manage our week a little bit easier as it gets closer to Christmas and things get crazy. And whether we celebrate it or not, the craziness and running around is everywhere. We're all rushing. So feet together, hands together. And for the next hour, we're not rushing anywhere. We are actually striving towards the opposite of rushing. We're striving towards stillness, towards calm, centering. And let's begin that with activating the belly breath. Inhale through the nose, hot, audible exhale through the mouth. Make sure it sounds like a wave. You want it to sound like the ocean. And if you have to blow your nose, that's okay sometimes. I need to do that. Inhale through the nose. And what I want you to do on this next inhale is inhale into the belly. Then bring a little bit up, bring it up to the chest, and then try to bring it to the upper back between the shoulder blades here. So that's just a little bit different. It's more than a belly breath. So we could stop here, but we could get more air, more oxygen into the body if we could raise the breath up, again, on the same inhale. So on the inhale, we're going to go belly, chest, upper back. And the hands being in this posture, that actually helps. You may want to press your hands together a little bit. That helps rise the breath up into the body and into the back. And just to feel it, you may want to even kind of round your shoulders a little bit. Just these little tips, just till you get it. And then you can relax and do it any old way. But at the beginning, it's easier this way. So inhale, belly, chest, upper back. Here we go. Deep. On the release, everything goes. Just let everything go on the release. All of it drops. Let's exhale a little bit more. Inhale and big exhale, and then we're going to do the inhale again. But right now, we're just going to spew out every bit of exhale we have, purging the stale air in the bottom lobe of our lungs. Here we go. Here we go. And let go. Purge the air. Belly, chest, upper back. And let everything go. Notice the difference. Belly breathing, excellent. We need to move from chest to belly. But once we've got the belly breathing, which we all have at this point, we've been doing this a long time together. Now we've got the belly breathing. We've activated the belly pump. But now we can bring it up. We can fill the belly and then leave a little bit of air on the inhale to fill the chest, and then leave a little bit more to fill the back. So that's the inhale. It goes like this, up, back here. And then everything drops and we just let it all go. So that's just something to practice, seated or standing on your own. I find keeping the hands together like this and pressing them a little bit helps me bring the air, the inhale up my body, which is what we're doing. So let's drop the hands, but keep your mind in heart center where your thumbs just were, and slowly turn the hands over. Feel heart center opening. Feel it dropping, releasing, relaxing. Let's give one big breath here. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. Notice if we do a big exhale and we purge the air out of the lower lobes of our lungs, the inhale just follows. We don't even have to worry about the inhale if we give ourselves a big exhale. Turn the hands over. Bend both knees, but load the right leg. Step out with an empty left leg. Left leg is yin, right leg is yang. And then sink into that leg and just be like a piece of pasta, just letting yourself go. Pasta just came out of the water. Very relaxed, loose. However you need to move here, just let the body move. I move different every time I do this. The body just needs a little something different. Feeling a little circular today, it wants it to make circles, whatever it needs to do. And then come into Wu Qi posture. Drop the sacrum, chin in as the head gets pulled up to the sky. You've got a sky hook on the top of your head, elongating the spine, creating space between your vertebrae. Chin gets pulled in, sacrum just melts down into earth. Slight space underneath both of your armpits, slight bend in each knee and each elbow. And this is your beautiful Wu Qi posture. It's the neutral posture. It's before we're yin or yang. We're undifferentiated energy. And often when I hold this posture, I fix my gaze on a point anywhere in the room or in nature, and I just park my mind on this point. I park it or anchor it on the point, and then I just hold that still point. And that still point with my gaze stills my mind. So whenever I'm in Wu Qi, I hold a still point. That's a good practice to get into. Feel your feet bottoms. Feel roots coming out of the palms of your hands. And look at the way my body is shaped here like a triangle. I'm a mountain. Just be a mountain. Feel the bottom, your legs are the base, the roots of the mountain rooting into Mother Earth. Feel it heavy, solid, grounded. Let's inhale from here through the hands and feet bottoms. Stretch the hands open and stretch the feet open at the same time. We're going to do one big inhale. And I want you to really imagine you're sucking in, almost like you've got nostrils in your palms and nostrils in your feet bottoms. And we actually do have chakras in those areas. So let's inhale, stretch everything out, stretch your feet, stretch your hands, and then relax everything. Relax the feet, relax the hands. That felt so good. Let's do one more. Inhale, stretch everything. And exhale, relax. Good. Now let's tap. Moving that stagnant and blocked energy along the meridians, up the outside, down the inside, up the outside, down the inside. Next time up the outside, go to the shoulder blade, top of the shoulder, come around, armpit. And then when you're done with armpit, ribs. Please keep tea and water nearby. Do a lot of detoxifying in this class. Ribs. Drum the ribs. Other side, up the outside, down the inside. Notice, observe any changes in your body while we're doing this. I'm already heating up. I came into my dojo here and I was freezing cold. I'm already warmed. My core is kind of on fire. Shoulder blade, top of shoulder. Come around, armpit. Ribs. Thymus thump. Thumping the thymus gland, boosting the immune system. Really breathe here. Really take a big inhale and exhale. Release everything. All right. Make a little beak and get into the shoulder notch. A little tapping here. And then rub above and below the collarbone, helping the lymph nodes detoxify. Other side, tapping, rubbing, up and down over the clavicle, on top of it and below it. I put one finger on top and one finger below, just like this, just helping the lymph nodes. Brush down vagus nerve. Dantian, snap it. And kidneys and adrenals. Rub, rub, rub. Sacrum. And legs. All the way down to the ankles. Tap each side of the ankles and back up. If your knees are bothering you, a little extra love into the knees, bringing the fresh blood and chi energy into those areas. A little extra. Hands on the hip bones. And then just notice how you feel. So I'm noticing how I feel. I'm hot. And that's the tapping. That is how it works. In all my classes, after tapping, I notice layers come off of people, jackets and vests, because there's heat that's working. It's doing its job. It's moving that stagnant energy, that blocked energy. And when things are flowing better, circulation is better. And so the body gets a little bit hot. So let's come back to Wu Qi, settle in. Root down in. Now we're going to keep our mouth closed, and we're going to do short, shallow breaths of fire through the nose rapidly. In and out, in and out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Just pumping the knees. Tap the heels a few times. And one final tap. Good. Let the body go. Let it move. If it needs to recalibrate in between, just let it move. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just goes right back into Wu Qi, and that's fine. One more bounce and shake. And one final tap of the heels. Let the body move. Let it recalibrate. Do one big exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth, just blowing off any just energy, stagnant energy that needs to move through the body. You can let it out through your breath. Here we go. One more big breath. Good. Now for the rest of the class, you can keep the tip of tongue on roof of mouth behind front teeth and breathe through the nose. Right into the accordion. Inhale. Exhale. Rise. Root. Notice the hands, wrists, and fingers are very soft, very relaxed. No hitchhiker thumbs. Thumb muscle is relaxed. Building the chi. Rise, root down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Go at the speed of your breath. We're using the breath as the tool to marry mind with body. You're going at your rate of breath, your respiratory rate, not mine. One more. Before we do the next inhale, make these eagle claws. Look at these talons I've got going here. Make the talons, and then we're going to do eagle soaring. Inhale, chest up, look up, hold the talons. Exhale, come down through here. Look at this. This is eagle soaring. Notice my arms are above my lower back, higher than my lower back. Notice my booty is way back, not forward, back. Now inhale and exhale. Don't be so far over that you can't see yourself in the camera. So I still see myself. If you're coming too far over, if you can't see yourself. We should all be able to see each other's foreheads. Inhale. Exhale. This is wonderful for the spine, but also builds leg strength, builds that base of the mountain. Inhale. Chest up, look up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Talons up. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Talons up. Come back to neutral. Palms towards the body. Pigeon toe the feet slightly. And gaze at the moon. Inhale as you come to center. Exhale as you gaze to the other side. Inhale. Exhale as you gaze. Don't reach. Don't shift weight. You're pivoting on the central axis, which is your spine. Notice I'm pumping my spine a little bit, closing my spine, bending my spine a little bit here, and then opening as I gaze. Bending the spine like a bending bow, and then I open and gaze to the other side. Bend bow. Think of the spine like a bow. From the top of your head all the way down to the sacrum is like one bow, like an archery bow. One more. Come to center. Straighten out the feet, bring them back to parallel, and cleanse the chi wall. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just do a few of these quietly. Really feel the chi. Feel you're pulling it up your body and pushing it back down into earth. Follow your breath, right on the speed of your respiratory rate. Last one. Keep one hand down slowly, and one hand comes up. Heaven and earth press. Palm up, palm down, pressing. Look up at the top hand, just glance at it, and then release your gaze. And as you release the gaze, the hand releases, and you compress the beach ball. Where do the hands pass? Right here, pinkies kiss. They don't have to touch, or they can. It's up to you. But just know the pinkies pass each other. Now we go to the other side, really feeling that stretching, spiraling in the spine. Look up, release your gaze, releases the arms, compress the ball, pinkies kiss. Other side, this is heaven and earth press. Really focus on the stretch. That's the most important part. Your spine should feel like you're wringing out a towel. That's, when you're taking the towel and you're going like this and you're wringing it out, that's sort of the sensation you should have in your spine. Stretching, spiraling like a dragon. Other side. Release. Pinkies kiss, other side. Press up, press down. Glance, release. Compress the ball. Pinkies kiss. One more. Top hand gets released. This time it comes down and it meets the other hand. So we go right into hands flowing through water. I go a little bit wider in my stance here. That's just comfortable for me, but find your spot. Hands going around the corner. Figure eight. Making this beautiful figure eight. Around the corner. Let me show you from the side how they're making this beautiful figure eight. Shift the weight. The hands are slightly behind. There's a little bit of a lag. from the time I shift the weight, then my hands come and follow. So watch how this happens. Shift the weight, now the hands follow. Shifting the weight, my hands follow. This is yin and yang. Watch, I'm going in the opposite direction, and then the hands follow. They're going, my hands are going this way, now I'm going this way. Just bringing the hands along for the ride. Very relaxing Qigong, one of my favorites. We're going to flow today. We're going to try to go right from one posture into another in a beautiful, seamless fashion. Notice the hips starting to relax. Now my hips are almost making a little figure eight as the hands are because they're starting to open up. Now get in sync with me here because we're going to change soon. So everybody this way, mirror me, everyone here. Now everybody here, watch how we transition. The outer hand goes up, the lower hand goes down, catch the ball. And then we shift the weight, move the hands. This is cloud hands, right into cloud hands. Notice the hand in the inside passes around the wristwatch. Fingers pass at wristwatch, shift the weight, fold at the qua, catch the ball. Shift weight, fold at the qua or groin. On this side, catch the ball. Shift weight, moves hands, turn waist, fold at the groin. That groin crease is your inguinal crease. Shift weight, move hands, turn waist, fold at the qua. Shift weight, move hands, turn waist, fold at qua. Try to make this nice and fluid, gentle, like you're just, some people also call this just waving at the clouds. Nice and relaxed. Notice where my hands switch. One's going up, one's going up, one's going down. It's like hydraulics. This hand pushes down, which makes this hand come up. Watch. Try to get that. This is how you practice it. You just stay on one side a couple of times just to practice it. Now this side. Like hydraulics. Something's sinking, something else is rising. That's in the Tai Chi classics. Something's sinking, something else is rising. Also, one part moves, all parts move. That's what we want in our body. Get in sync with me here like a mirror and watch how we switch right here. Stop, pause for a moment and inside parry. Inside parry. This is blocking a strike to your center line as the bottom hand is blocking a strike to the groin. Inside parry. Notice I'm giving you my shoulder right here. If I were not to shift weight, this would look like this. But I'm shifting weight, so what happens? It looks more like this, like a block. Block, upper, lower block, upper, lower block, upper, lower. Good. Let the hand settle. Back to Wu Chi. You've got strings on the top of your wrists. Touch your top of your wrist just to remind yourself where the strings are. Strings are pulling the hands up. No higher than the top of your shoulder. Inhale up. Strings pull the hands in. See how I'm coming over? Then I come down, elbow, wrist, fingers, whipping down. Making a big oval. Inhale up. In. Exhale down. There it is. Inhale, strings are pulling the arms up by the wrists. Then the strings are pulling the wrists in towards the body. Then I'm whipping down slowly, elbow, wrist, fingers. Then I add the inhale and the exhale. It's layered. It's all layered in. Inhale. Exhale. Now my breath is not following my movement. My movement is following my breath. Let the breath be the leader. Third layer. Pelvis rocks forward on the way up. Pelvis rocks backwards on the way down. Notice my knees are stationary. My knees are not moving forward, backwards, or side to side. They're stationary in space. They're bending and straightening, yes, but they're not moving forward and backwards. What's moving forward and backward is my hips are hinging forward and they're hinging backwards. Why? Because when they hinge forward and backwards, again, I'm pumping at the inguinal crease, pumping the qua. I'm pumping the lymphatic system as I'm also calming the nervous system. I mean, this has got so much going on here. I'm calming my nervous system. I'm slowing everything down. I'm coming back to a balanced state. I'm using my breath to marry mind with body. And on top of all of that, if that's not enough, I'm also pumping manually my lymphatic system through my groin region, the qua. Qua is Chinese for groin. Nice and slow. Try to make the breath slow and then follow the breath. Try to make the breath long and slow. Notice how my movement just slowed down. Why? I'm following my breath, and I've decided to make my breath longer, slower, and deeper. And so then, of course, my movement is slowing down because I'm following that long, slow, deep breath. I'll make my breath loud through my nose so you can hear me. One more and we'll let the hands settle. Back to Wu Chi. Notice how slow I let everything settle in. We're going to take a horse stance next. And please, we're halfway through, so please take a drink of water or tea. Preferably green tea. When you're done, come into a horse stance and let's go up and down. Remember, knees out. I've got spring loaded right here, keeping my knees out, knees over the ankles. Make sure, check your alignment, look at your knee, make sure it's over the foot, and check the other knee. Make sure it's over the foot, really important, up and down, around the knees, bringing some fresh blood into the thighs and the knee area, just up and down, prepping yourself for the work we're about to do. Okay, good, excellent, hold that. Just come into high horse stance. Remember in these horse stance postures and movements, I want you to work at your level, whether it's high, medium, or low. Make sure you are upright. So what I want to see is the sacrum is down, rib tips are in. Remember the suspenders? This is opened. Close the suspenders. Close, rib tips in. Sacrum is down. So what I want to see is up and down like this with a straight spine. But what I do see sometimes in class is this. People doing this. That's not correct. If you're doing this, your legs are not strong enough yet. So then what I would say is just don't go down as far. This one, you kind of have to look at yourself in the mirror to autocorrect because I can't see you from the side. So just make sure your spine is upright. The stronger your legs get, the more your spine will be able to stay upright. So let's do Senbo Shudaro. This is one finger Zen. You can use this posture, or you can do this posture here, which is Spirit Sword, up to you. And here we go. Come into a high horse and get your hands in position. Let me come real close for a second. So you can see I'm in horse stance. Okay, here we go. This hand is going to pull back to shoulder notch, pulling the bow back. This hand is going to bend at the wrist and push out. Pushing out, stretching all this fascia in here, okay? And we're going to go down. We're going to root as we do it. Root. Here we go. So root down. Then the one finger Zen hand, or Spirit Sword, whichever you're using, comes across the body as you rise up. Get the hands in position. Now this hand becomes the one that pulls the bow, and this hand shoots. Here. Notice I'm not like this or this. Make sure, or this or this. I'm perfectly symmetrical. One finger Zen comes across the body, position the hands as you rise up, and root down. Can you make this harder by staying rooted the whole time? Yes, I can hold my position. Watch this. Come across the body, don't rise up, get in position, and shoot. One more. Come across the body, don't rise up, get hands in position, shoot. There we go. Or we can do the other one, which is a little bit easier. Rise up, arm comes across, get hands in position, root. Rise up, arm comes across, hands in position, they swap, and root. Rise, cross body, hands position, root. Now I'm looking at you all, but I want you in general to be looking through the hand that you're shooting through. Rise up, come across, root down, shoot. Rise up, come across the body, root down, shoot. Rise, root, good. Rise, root. One more each side, rise, root, rise, cross body, root. Excellent, rise, push the hands down. Let me come back to my spot here so you can see my feet. Uniting heaven and earth, scoop up earth chi. Bring it up, then out in front of heart, up, then out. Pull it into heart. Open the heart door. Drop the elbows, turn the hands over, palms out, towards the camera. Push through the wall, but don't overextend. Don't overextend here. It's just a gentle push through the wall with bent elbows. Rise and root as you circle the heart. Bump the palms with the karate spot. Bump right there. Bring it up to the mouth like you're holding this beautiful chi ball. Bring it up right around the mouth, chin. Send it up. Send it up. Grab more. Heaven chi. Earth chi. Up, out in front of heart. Into the heart. Through the wall. Rise and root. Bump the palms and send it up. I love this one. Rise. Grab some heaven. Earth. Mix it with earth. Then take that 2 and pull it into your heart center. Heaven and earth right into heart, and push through your wall. The wall is your etheric field. Bump the palms and send it up. Heaven, earth, work at your level as far as how deep you go. Heart, wall, circle, bump, send it up. Heaven, earth, heart, wall, circle, rise and root, bump, grab the chi in your hands and then just release it to the atmosphere. Heaven, earth, heart, wall, circle the heart, bump the palms, send it up and hold. This is called embracing the moon. Hold in a high horse stance. Take a few deep breaths here. Your palms are up. You're connecting with universal energy above your head. Another breath. Bring the hands down. Support yourself. Really support yourself here. We're going to do wagging the tail. Tiger wags its tail, one of the 8 brocades. Remember, we're going to go down to this corner. Tabletop, meaning your back is like a table parallel to earth. I should be able to put a cup of tea on it. Tabletop to this corner, up, stay in that corner, and back down the same corner, tabletop, back to this corner, up, back down. So we always stay, once we turn towards the corner, we stay shifted. Do not hyperextend. This is a hyperextend. It means I'm coming too far back, creating an arch in the back. My lower back is flat, my sacrum is down. No arch in the lower back at any given point during this movement. Also supporting yourself, so there's no strain on the lower back with the hands on the thighs. Come down to this corner here. Mirror me if you can, keep your knees out. Tabletop across from one corner to the other and up. So we're just going knee to knee or corner to corner, however you want to look at it. Back down to the same knee, tabletop across to the other knee, and up. Back down to the same knee, tabletop across. Notice how I'm using my hands to help me. I'm definitely using my hands to support myself on my thighs so that I don't use my lower back. However much you need to push on those thighs, you need to do so. Please work at your level. And up. One more each side. Tabletop. Up. Using the hands. Back down. Across. And up. Ah, that should feel really good. Now, bring your shoulder to the knee. Not going to touch. Just bring it towards the knee and push against the inner thigh to stretch the back. And up. Other side, this is just a stretch. Other shoulder to opposite knee, press the inner thigh and up. Ooh. And walk the feet in gently. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Shake the legs out. We're going to do a little bit of balance work next. There's some really fun stuff. This is a new kata I've been working on, and we're going to work on it a little bit today. It involves bringing the hands up. Just practice this for a moment. The hands come up into this posture, not down low. This is another, so there's a difference. One is Kung Fu, one is Karate. And so you can, this is one posture where you bring the fist to the hip tips, hip bottoms, I should say hip bones, or you bring the fist to the rib bones, rib tips. We're going to bring to the rib tips in this posture, this kata we're going to do. Feet together. I want you to imagine that when you pull the fists up to the rib tips, that you have a string on one of your knees so that it all syncs up and works in unison. That's the goal. You may not get this right away, but you will if you practice it. So as the fists come up, watch, it brings the knee up with it and then down. Still feet together. As I come down, there's a punch, double punch. Other knee, opposite knee. Pull everything all at once. The knee comes up and boom. And back down all together at once, punch. Other side. Remember, string on the knee. As the fists come up, the knee comes up and come down, double punch. Opposite side. A lot of brain going on here. The brain is really firing and down, trying to get the body to all coordinate at one time. Everything up, fist into rib tips, and everything down, punch. This is a double punch. Everything up and down. Up. Notice how. Let's just try to get it smooth and seamless. Down. Smooth, seamless. Up. I want you to see it here. Up and down. Other side. Up. Down. Punch. Keep going. Couple more. Couple more each side. Up. Down. Punch. Up. Down. Punch. One more each side. Up. Down. Up. Down. Excellent. That's a wonderful kata. There's more to it. Moved my mat. There is more to that kata, and I'll break it down. I'll add a little bit more next week. The next level will be up, kick, in, down, other side, up. Just to give you a little preview, kick, in, down. There's even more, but that will be the next level that we'll be working on next week. But for now, I just want you to get this, and down, up, seamlessly, where everything works together. This is one part moves, all parts move. Step out into a neutral posture, back into Wu Chi, and just hold this for a moment. And we're going to do a little bit of spinning the orbit. Remember that orbit that's going around our body, starting at perineum, up the back, over the head, down the front. The back is the yang channel, front is the yin channel, up the back, float down the front. Here we go. Let me show you how, this is just real quick how it looks. Up the back, over the head, and float down the front through all 7 chakras and 3 energy centers, third eye, heart, lower dantian. Here we go. I want you to really feel this one. Kind of do it small right here for just a moment. Just a little one. Slow right here. Small, little small microcosmic orbit. Then we'll do the big one in a minute. But let's just warm up. Notice how it's just pulling my body. Notice how my hips start to unhinge. My hips are now rocking forward and backwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Just warming up. Now here we go. I'm going to call it the first time. Let's start with the hands down low. Make sure the palms, you can clap them a couple of times. Wake those laogongs up. Wake up those chakras that are in the palms of the hands. Remember, the chakras are, if you take that middle finger, or this finger here, I think it's the middle, and you pull it in, that's about where it is, and it's about the size of a quarter. It's a chakra. And it's almost like a nostril. Think of it as another nostril on your body. So we're going to wake those up. Now, connect them. Connect palms, laogongs. Where the energy right now, we're going to connect with the energy that's at our perineum. Now we're going to pull the hands in and up slightly, and we're going to go up the back of the spine. I'm at the sacrum right now. Now I'm going to go up a little higher. Now I'm at the lumbar, lower back, a little higher. Middle back, thoracic region. Now I'm between the shoulder blades, which is called jade gate. Now I'm coming a little higher, a little higher. Now I'm in the back of my neck, where the spine meets the neck, jade pillow. Now my fingers start pointing up because I'm showing that that's the way the energy is going. Notice my fingers. At this point, now they start going, they go from here and they start going up because that's the way the energy is going. My fingers just want to follow it. Now I'm coming over the head, pulling the energy over the top of my head, over the crown chakra. Now my hands want to float down the front in a very yin fashion through third eye first, throat, heart, don't rush this, solar plexus, navel, lower dantian, and back to the perineum. Now let's do it. Let's do 3 turns quietly on your own. Look for it. Close your eyes. Don't worry about how fast or slow you're going or anyone else is going in class. Go at your own pace. Eyes closed. Three turns, and then come back to Wu Chi. You may feel goosebumps on your forearms. If you do, that's your Chi. You're just looking for something that's already there. Tai Chi cross. Grab the Chi in front of you. You're going to dip down just a little bit, just a little, grab some Chi, and then pull it up into third eye, palm over palm, and then just imagine the energy's dropping down from third eye in front of the spine, inside the body. You've got a central channel or tube. Think of it like a tube, and the energy is dropping with your palms through that central tube in front of the spine. It's a central channel that runs down the center of the body, all the way down. Palm over palm. You can close your eyes here. You can't do it wrong. And when the hands get down to lower dantian, they open again. And we grab some more Chi. Just going to do 3 of these. Grab some more. Body wants more. Pull the Chi into third eye, activating the pineal gland. Dropping it down with your eyes closed. We get to lower dantian. Again, open it up. Grab some more. Pull it in. Palm over palm, but not touching. Feel it dropping all the way down into lower dantian. into that pool, into that cavity of qi. That place, that reserve where we store all of our beautiful life force qi. And when you're done, come back into Wu Qi. Notice my posture. Spine is upright, lower back flat, sacrum melted down into earth, palms connecting with earth. Step and step, come into horse stance. Now bring the fist to hip tips, different from before. Now we're at hip tips. Here we go. This one, hold at your level. You may want to hold, depending on your leg strength, you hold wherever you're comfortable. Don't want any stress on the knees, so make sure that you're working at your level. Punch. This is working the mind as well as the body. Open. Grab. Remember, towards the pinky, one finger at a time, dog bite grip, and bring it in as the other one spirals, corkscrews out. Bring the fingers towards the center line of the body. Go towards the pinky as you grab, one finger at a time, dog bite grip, and punch. Open, grab. One finger at a time, in. Punch, open, grab. Good, one finger at a time, and punch, open, grab. Let's continue a few more. Getting a little bit of a groove here. And in. Excellent. From here, let me come back. I want you to come in from toes, heels, toes, heels, and walking in gently, shaking out the legs. And we're going to do a little bit of tendon stretching, and then we're going right into our mobility work. Bend elbows and knees. Make sure your feet are parallel, about shoulders width. Elbows and knees bend. Stretch, come up on the toes. Stretch like a rubber band. And release. Stretch. And release. Stretch. Stretching the fascia and all the wires in the body. And release. This is called tendon stretching. Stretch. Release. Stretch. Just like a rubber band. There's tension even on the release. It's pushing back into its original shape. Stretching and then releasing back to original shape. Stretch. Release. Good. Bring it in. After you're done, bring it in. Come back to Wu Qi. And I want you to follow me on this one. This is hands on hips. My heel is up. We're doing calf raises one at a time. My one heel is up, just follow me, one heel down on the ground, and now switch it. Now the other heel is up, other heel is down, opposite heel up, other one down. Notice what I'm doing here. I'm stretching my feet, my ankles, I'm using my calves, I'm lifting my entire body with one calf at a time, but I'm doing a lot more than that. You often will get a foot adjustment here. But I had a big one the other day, so I probably won't get one today. Show you from the side what this looks like. One at a time. This is a wonderful stretch for the body. Feet, ankles, calves. Good. Let that go. Hold on to your imaginary stools. One foot up. Let's stay on that in that area till we finish it. And 3 to 5 circles one way, ankle circles. 3 to 5 ankle circles the other way. Oh, I just got a nice little crack there. Nice little adjustment. When you're ready, take your time. Go to the other foot. Try to make these ankle circles smooth, fluid, and actually circular. If they're not circular and they're sort of making sort of an amoeba type shape, which mine sort of is, then you've got a little muscle memory amnesia and need to work on that. And how do you do it? Well, just do these more often. You can do them with your legs hanging off the side of your bed. I like to do them standing because I like to get balance work. Now, let's get into the wrists, wrist circles. Good, just the wrists, elbows floating. Other way. Elbow circles, in. Away from you. Good. Shoulder circles. Reverse it. Good. Let's touch your shoulder blades. Wake them up. Arms out. Don't bend. Don't bend at the elbows. Arms out. Stiff. Stiff arms. Like you're steering a boat. Big, huge steering wheel on a sailboat. One of those old-fashioned wooden steering wheels. We're going to walk the shoulder blade forward. Walk it forward. They're making circles. Walking them forward. Notice the ribs start to open up here. Let the ribs get loose. Let the hips move. Little by little, everything starts moving. Good. And reverse it. Reverse, walking backwards. Letting the ribs go. We don't want sticky ribs or sticky shoulder blades. We're massaging heart and lungs when we do this movement. It's really good for the body and the organs. And relax. Whew. Takes a lot out of you. In fact, when you're doing it, I wasn't letting myself breathe because, well, I was talking, but you should be able to hear this. It should be working your lungs where you actually feel it forcing some movement in the lungs and some exhaling and inhaling when you're doing that. Cross the hands, big neck circles. Notice how I move into the whole body. Reverse it. Good. Hip circles. Forward, side, back, side, forward. Nice and big. Notice how we just ran through our whole body, making circles in almost every joint. We did our ankles, our necks, shoulders, ribs, everything going. Our knees got a big workout because we did the horse stance, reverse it. Knees got to work out in horse stance. Oh, exhale on the back side. Usually we're tight on the back side, so inhale in the front, exhale in the back. Do that hot, audible breath through the mouth. Should help any sticky spots start to release. You're releasing it with the breath. You can keep going back and forth. You can move however you need to when it comes to this. Now keep the hips still. Hold your hands there. Keep the hips still. Just move the upper body. Slowly in a circle. Slowly. Just the upper body. You may adjust. Spine loves this. Oh. Just moving the upper body. Good. Relax. Shake it out. Whew. Nice little workout. Back to Uchi. Sink all the weight left. Your left. Push off the left leg. Scoop the chi around you. And we're going to do one pass. Bring the foot in, feet back together, hands like shower heads bathing the body in chi. Let the hands start to float down slowly. The palms want to turn inwards towards the body, wanding through your etheric field, cleansing, soothing, aligning, Don't push through dantian. Open the hands before you hit dantian and then push down. Scoop one more time, palms together, and back down to prayer posture where we started from. Thank you for a beautiful class today, for coming along the ride, and happy holidays to everybody.